understatement of the reality of things. Why do you feel you cannot? Why do you don't you know that you have the power? It has been bestowed inside of you. You should always prioritize God's work, bro. This is not God's work, bro. You are the one setting a meeting at an ungodly hour, a day to exam. That was one of the reasons why I didn't marry the other day. The complaint give me about her agrees as somehow, but a day two they do waiting for. When they tell me about how they are disappointed in our dating, I don't laugh. I say this one no say I no fit raise adult. The fool that was telling her that she's disappointed in her dating, right? Like that she had a man was like her age mate. And this her age mate, since when they were in 100 level,
Wan-Bissaka. Cafu. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Seedorf. And he was quick to react. And it's with the keeper. Wan-Bissaka. Tielemans. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good alertness. Thuram. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cafu. Merino. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's got away. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, so close.
I'm on mute.
Would have been a memorable
Am I still on mute?
Okay, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's having a shot.
Damn it, focus, Afran.
It's in. They have
But I'm no longer on mute now.
themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening,
How's
Peter,
the-
so
like,
this comes
by
as
the
no
way, the mic
surprise.
quality,
The
we have
fans
to
here are
know
pretty
how
fired up now.
to match.
A momentary
What is
lapse,
happening? The other-
mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly
shit.
equal standing.
Who was
The
that?
outcome should all come down to finishing.
Chelsea with the corner. They're first. Rui Costa plays it short. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
My mic is low. How about now? Match don't be serious. DJ don't be
Van
enter.
Dijk. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Messi. Tielemans. Eustachio.
Ah! I hear you.
And he's
Over
managed
back
to
in
get
the jet.
free. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there.
A bit
really.
low?
Too many bodies
Really?
in play, Peter.
How about now?
Gonzalo Ramos! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement. The one...
Mayo, you see why I just went through just because I was attending to your request and all of that. If you leave this stream,
Goalkeeper.
Barcelona leading now.
I think there's been a greater menace.
Towering header! And he's stuck it away! And they're threatening to
What
fly
happened?
away here. He watched it all the
I'm
way,
gonna give her
and
an
the finish
honest
was
one.
unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
God damn it, man. What's gonna happen, dude?
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Rui Costa.
Who start too heavy with the turn?
Merino
And guys, remember we have only
knocks him off
7
it, wins
seconds.
back the ball.
So any
Here's Neto. This is a promising build-up. So a temporary halt to the action.
this one thing is new.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah. 5-3 or 4-3. That's what I intend for this match to end as. Oh my god, I not set counter targets.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Beckham. He has found the way through. No way through, so back it comes. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Seedorf, really?
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Eto'o. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
This Van Dijk is my
Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Now it's Eto'o. Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Bro, this Van Dijk is my marking. Yes or no?
It is an explosive start to the second half.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Played out wide. And it's Messi.
Chelsea are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Oh really, bro? What the fudge is this now?
Wan-Bissaka.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tielemans. Maldini. It's a pretty loose pass. Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the
You
need
can't.
arise.
Why this guy did back pass now?
Cucurella. Back to the keeper it goes. Wan-Bissaka. And reclaimed it in a trice. And Wan-Bissaka. Cucurella. And it's Eustáquio. Messi. And it's Messi. Merino.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
I'm really upset right now. He shouldn't have gotten those goals, number one and number two. The way he's playing,
Who is
but
the target now? He's having a look at what's available. So time for change, and this one is
bro, I'm live now. I'm back. I was busy.
El dorsal 5,
Cucurella.
el dorsal 9, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 13
Tielemans.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal
Heading
17,
backwards.
el dorsal 21,
Laporte.
el dorsal 22, el
Ryan.
dorsal 23, el dorsal 7.
75 minutes played. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Can he finish?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Wan-Bissaka. And it's Cucurella. That's Fitz. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. He's on it, can he get away? He's having a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Tries to pass it through. He's onside. There's the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Beckham goes
Wait till
short.
they worry you, boy team.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Cucurella. Vitz. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Maldini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Tielemans. That's a lovely, neat pass. He is through here. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Really superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Fernandez. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Chelsea illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything.
I genuinely pray and hope me and that guy meet again. Until then, no problem. I have one account on mobile that is not that good. So I tried it out on it, and I saw that
Well, the first time that
it
I
was a
saw
very
her
much more balanced way of playing.
standing in the middle
PlayStation
of
is
the
very
road,
crazy. If you watch Mednasa, I will tell you the same thing. So mobile is
eyes as bright as
PlayStation.
Christmas lights,
So I've been getting
wearing
some
someone
crazy. The
else's
last
clothes.
season, I tried getting the top. I
I
think
did my
it was
best to
100,000.
ignore her,
It was crazy.
but ignoring my
Division
best
2,
pretty soon.
but then people came back from
We
108,000.
spent the night all tangled
That's why you know
tight
what?
in an armchair in my
I'll play
friend's front room.
for PlayStation 3 side. And I
I'd
started
say,
off well.
darling, you
See, I
know,
got this part that I had to go out.
darling, you know I can't
Then I
stay.
came back and I'm talking with you and you just
So
convinced
give her
me
my
that
heart and
this is
my
what I
word
wanted to be playing.
to a girl far away.
What was it called? But it's all good, Sha.
I felt weak as she kissed my cheek. Inside when I heard her say,
I recovered.
never knew I could get my heart broken in less than a day.
And I don't know, maybe the next, what's it called? I don't know. What's that? Because literally didn't help at all in that last match. Almost as if his reflexes were gone.
Oh, and the next time that I saw her, must have been a year or more. Face stained with mascara, shivering outside my door. I did my best to assure her assurance isn't easy to
I
give.
thought I gave you one touch pass.
If you've never been sure of anything much, then get less so the longer you live. She said, darling, you know I can't stay.
Yeah, I do.
My heart and
Are you hearing the song on YouTube?
to a boy far away.
Okay, are you hearing the song on YouTube? Tell me. I need to stop it ASAP. I need to work on that. It's not supposed to be
care
on YouTube.
either way. Never knew I could get my
But
heart
this is not even country music. This is
so many
different.
ways.
Oh my god. It's supposed to be playing on Switch only. If you want to listen to the song, you go to Switch. I think I know what must have caused it that it's playing on YouTube.
Clearly
Going
held
to
on to
fix
it
that
far
in
too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying
Half
to do
time
everything
we'll sort
his
that.
way.
Let me try to focus a bit.
And the pass is intercepted.
What's happening, boys? What's happening?
Quarter of an hour played.
I,
The most accurate pass.
this guy works even
Gets
better
across to
with
intercept that.
weaker players, man. Although my forwards were dumb in that
So
last
we're still
match.
where we started right now. And this is Depay. And he cuts out the supply.
Cafu was
Changes
you
it with that
know,
pass.
man.
And here's Batistuta.
I would say I don't want to blame him that much, but man, he really messed up.
Barella.
But I should not have played with two offensive
Here's Vieira.
backs in the beginning. Never sabi the formation which should they do that.
And it's Barella. Oh, we expected
If I
better,
play with two
and so did
offensive
he.
fullback, it's technically three at the back.
Chasing after it.
Because when you're using that
Turan.
five supposedly at the back, you can't even set deep lines. What's it be this?
Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Turan. Barella plays the game.
See the fool I won't give ball back, say me run forward.
Chelsea have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
I can't see
Pass
that.
isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Has a look and plays it forward, and he welcomes it in. Memphis Depay is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long
He's
diagonals,
running a
that's
quick
the plan.
counter.
Now it's Batistuta. That's been cut out, well played. Xavi Alonso. Barella.
Low block,
There is
jump
oh,
full
they
block.
could be caught out here. Now it's Batistuta. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Bouten gets a foot in here. Barella. Memphis Depay! Eto'o. Barella. He's picked his way through. Looking to play him in. Crosses it. He's rising! What a
Thank you.
wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much
Thank
changed the complexion.
you.
It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the
Shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run
Leave it,
loose
leave it,
here.
leave it. We're offside.
There will be
will
1
simply
minute
have to
added
tip
time.
his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
And no, that was never going to make it. Xavi Alonso. And here's Mbappe. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello,
Chelsea go
attendees.
in
This
at
is
half-time
lost
with a
children's
1-0 lead.
announcement. With the father of
I
a
think
boy
on the
in a
whole the
yellow
team linked
t-shirt
up very
kindly
well
make
and
his
has been
way to the
organised,
information
hence
center.
their position. They can afford to be a little
Wait,
braver
the
with the
music was
ball,
still
I think.
playing.
Something they'll be told many
Damn, I
times,
thought
I'm
I
sure,
paused the music. I
during
saw
the
the
interval.
volume just reduced.
Chelsea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break.
I'm stressed. Everybody, like, which kind? Why do these teams always have to be like this?
And here is the first touch of the second half. Chelsea currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Chelsea are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And here's Eto'o. Now he's running away.
That was lovely, that.
He's having a pop! And the keeper could
You know that
only
you said stop it.
will
I thought
that
you were
wide of the
responding
post.
to me saying I
Did the
wanted to
keeper
press
have that
it.
covered? I'm not sure he
Yeah,
did. I
I've
think
done
I
the
need a
settings
replay
now.
on that one.
Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. Barella. Saliba makes the interception. Neymar. Now it's Memphis Depay. Threads one in. Cute ball. And Berbatov has fallen kindly here. And yes,
God.
it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Manchester United restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
A nice sequence of passes this.
Look at this Saliba now.
Now he's off and running. Batistuta. Aims beyond. Berbatov! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Maldini. Vieira. Maldini.
No,
It's
now.
not gone well.
Pass to the guy in the middle.
That has been cut short.
Okay, seriously.
Neymar
Seriously.
engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Vieira. Looking for the run. Now it's Eto'o. Saliba makes a dash for it. Messi. Now it's Memphis Depay. Kimmich. Barella. Mbappe, always looking for that half a chance. That's where it came from. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Berbatov. Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He won't be happy with that one.
No way, Vieira with the quick.
Now it's Batistuta. Memphis Depay. Batistuta.
Okay. The reason is failing me so bad.
Concentration levels are very
It's
good, and
shocking.
so is the...
He's going for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Pastor, I can tell you I like my brother. I like to tell you that I understand what's happening.
Substitution for
I would
Manchester
swing,
United.
but the river
So
is so
changes afoot
wide.
here, and from both sides.
Scared I won't make it, so the other side will.
Howson.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 7,
Played out
Dembele.
wide.
Number
Zanetti
21,
gets over and intercepts.
Mbappe. Number 11,
Now it's Drogba. Now it's Seedorf.
substitution in
There they
progress.
go, hunting again.
Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Saliba calmly anticipates. Now it's Drogba. Stojkovic. Lovely. Now then, he'll try from distance. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Seedorf. And it's Drogba. Great defending, strong and determined.
No way now.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Howson
Jesus,
does well to
insane.
get it back. Out
The
for a
river
throw.
is so wide. I'm scared I won't make it to the other side. Yeah. God knows I've failed, but He knows that I've tried. I long for something that's safe and warm, but all I have is all that is gone.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Helpless and as hopeless as a feather on the
Stojkovic.
cloud.
Coming on to replace him
I
is
see.
number
Oh no, no
17.
circumventing this opponent. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Yeah, and a heart-and-mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
And this is Hazard. Shot a goal!
That's all with him.
So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And the shot! And he stuck it away. We thought they were done, but never say never. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you.
There you have it. The referee says the time is up. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. The end of the game. Reflections?
Please be
Well, I
reminded.
think goal.
Mayo, and now I'm be like say I want the seafronts. I have not actually asked you how you doing now. How have you been? We've not actually spoken in a while. We've not been here in a while. How's the family? Nothing's changed. I need somebody to hold. Sometimes silence says too much. Sun still shining in the playground. Water still running like a greyhound. My head still drumming when I lay down. Nothing strange. Maybe they fix this. Let's see. Nothing's changed. Oh yeah, it's in D form, but if he's in form in the game, we'll play. Alpha, I was asking how you doing. How is the family? Nothing has changed. Sun is still shining in the playground. That period the music was playing has literally messed up this. Oof, sorry, man. Has literally messed up this stream on YouTube. And actually Twitch. We cannot monetize it. Oh, we don't monetize. Ain't no saints, no sin, nothing changed. Let's go.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
I'll be
stadium,
actually-
and
let's
the
go
players on the
games,
pitch
man.
are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
What do I do with this love?
And we're underway. Now, Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not?
Yeah, he's always been a very accomplished playmaker, Peter, and a good mixture of creativity and pragmatism when it's needed.
Explain more.
Well, it's not always that a player so technically gifted boasts such an excellent work rate.
No, absolutely not. Now it's Perez. Nice-looking ball. Hazard venturing down the left. It's a throw-in. Stojkovic.
I freed Mbappe, but I don't know.
Alexander Arnold. Oh, good spread. Fiore. And this is Batistuta. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
Okay. If this needs to go,
Perez.
Generations can start
It's
with the next match.
Perez!
That's one of those.
And it's Azar.
This guy's good. This guy's good. Yeah.
And that was too close for comfort.
Well, I think the
Yeah, it's like
defence
he's
are breathing
moving
a
today.
big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and
Ah,
it wasn't
what?
far away
He
at
has
all.
that. Did they both pass that over?
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, that's nice. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post!
Bro, I can't get out of my own
He's
half.
got away with one there.
Okay, boot it. How about that?
Thuram. Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Maldini. Chelsea
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now the cross. Xavi Alonso. Now Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. Tonali. Stojkovic. That looks a cracking ball. Fiore. Batistuta in the hunt and looking threatening. He's found a way through, and that's gone loose. He'll try to keep... Oh, what has happened here? That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's gone searching crossfield. That's been cut out, well played. Seedorf. Fiore. Played over towards the opposite flank.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He has found the way through. Played in by Perez. And it's claimed by the keeper. Looking to play him in. Alexander Arnold calmly anticipates. And here's Batistuta. Played out to the left flank. Space for him to turn and look. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has been slung wide. O'Reilly going forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. Zabani makes the interception. And it's Azar. Azar going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Mbappe.
What are you doing, Mbappe?
Oh, can he get onto this?
Nah, I should have just screamed it football mobile. This
That's
is
not gone
crap.
well. Threads one in. That's a little off target. Well read, nice interception. Seedorf. That has ended up in no man's land. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets us going once more. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! And it's in! And we have liftoff! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's
First
what
of
he's
all,
paid to
pass
do.
back. Number two, what kind of useless pass is
Stojkovic.
that?
Oh, that's well spotted. Zabani played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. Well, that's the keeper's ball.
I did not pass back.
And he's had
I
it
did not
nicked
pass
away.
back.
Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckenbauer. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Not rushing.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Mbappe.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Tonali spots it and intercepts. That looks a cracking ball.
But the first person I will serve out.
Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Can he get it through? O'Reilly
I knew that was O'Reilly. So freaking tall, man.
sends it crossfield. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta is fouled.
That's right. Yes. None of you in the better form. Where's Vex?
Substitution on the field. Number
Messi
19.
is standing over this
Xabi
one.
Alonso.
Great chance here to
Number
level it
6.
up.
Stojkovic.
Back it goes.
Number 21.
Kenya really
Mbappe.
are going for it here, Peter.
Number
Now it's just a
24.
matter of sustaining the
Didier
effort.
Drogba.
They're coming
Number
again
9.
and again.
You know,
Seydorf.
the interest value in
Coming
this
on the
game
field.
might just take off from
Number
here.
14. Vieira. Number 15.
Oh,
Barella.
that's a key interception.
Number 22.
Messi.
Musiala.
Oh,
Number
now here's an interesting
17,
matchup.
David Villa. Number 23.
Pires has it in a wide position. Batistuta. Oh, he's getting hounded, really
What are you
hounded.
guys doing?
No, he's not getting his way this time. Fiore goes for the shot! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Villa. Not the most accurate pass. Chelsea are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Now it's Batistuta.
Kenya really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Chelsea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Mario, I used to go. And I can't see all that I've been through. Long as I can see. But what my chances gone? You I can decide. All right. How far with the swimming you wanted to start on TikTok then now? No, no, no. I didn't say I'm on TikTok. I said how far the live streaming you said you wanted to start on TikTok then when I gave you the account. Your little brother is using the account or your TikTok account. Which one? Oh, wait, this thing was still loading since. That's not usual. Doesn't take that long to load normally. No, remember that time now that you said that you wanted to also start streaming. If you want mobile on TikTok, you showed me an account. You were like, oh, you just started, building the stream account. And the thing about it for you was that you needed an eFootball account then. But I gave you that Vardy account. I'm not be you. See what Nepa is costing me. I want to look at this real quick. Yeah, you said you wanted to start live streaming. So I'm asking you, how is the live streaming journey for you so far? Or like, are you doing it? Or did something happen? What's up? Wow, this is plain. That's like, it's not supposed to watch it, but I didn't want to say it once that match ended, but Loris really tried. He tried that much. That was like the first time I was experiencing and hitting Loris for a good match. Had to end that way. Lost points, lost courtesy rating. Anyways, guys. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. How's it going? How's the growth? None of my bots on YouTube want to respond. I don't understand. Night bots, stream elements. What's wrong with you guys?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium, and
welcome
the
to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Mike is too low. Ow! Because I wasn't speaking into it.
So off we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the
The
best
way
ever.
he shoot
Yeah,
it,
and I can see why. He's
The
about
way
as
he just
sophisticated
pressed
as
that
players
one,
come,
yeah,
and his role
100
covers
plus.
everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his caliber and cleverness can do that.
And it's Zanetti. That's a little off target.
Oh, weak passes that now. What's happening with my player?
Knocks it into space. He's had it taken off him. Mendieta. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard kept aware. And it is Stojkovic! He's in a great position here. Alonso.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that has left him in a heap. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's intervened well there. Yamal, he has found the way through. Van Balten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mendieta. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here?
We're trying to avoid the corner. Keeper successfully saved and avoided the corner. You go tackle.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first.
See what's in boys in the clear.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a cracking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Chelsea
Nope.
clearly didn't help themselves
We
by
are clearly
telegraphing that
disappointed
one.
with that
It was
one.
always going to be intercepted.
A slightly
Well,
better
listen,
ball
Van
would have
Dijk.
led to a very
That's
different
not the
outcome
score so
there.
far.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that
Okay,
killer
pass was
ball.
blocked.
Diaz. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's cut it out. Still goalless at the moment. Seedorf. This is a promising build-up. And it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Great vision. Akanji proves too strong.
Chelsea are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Desai gets over and intercepts. Stojkovic. And it's Seedorf.
Oh, really well played.
Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. It's a promising position. Tries a shot!
Ah, this guy they form.
That was a
He they
half
form on
decent
Raccoon.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the
Boy,
furthest
you're
thing
not
from
cool.
easy,
What's
but it
this
still
up
didn't
for
stop
you,
him
bro?
having a go.
Can he get it through? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pedro Neto.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Good ball, good take. Gives it back. And he was quick to react. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mendieta tries to pass it through. Now it's Stojkovic. Aims beyond the defence. And the pass is intercepted. And the shot's on here. Can he finish?
No problem.
Goal!
It's love is
Manchester
game.
United!
And players is that.
And there is your opener. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Manchester United have broken... Oh, he's been caught napping! He's found a way through! And it's Stojkovic. Now it's Pedro Neto. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, played right into his path. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Quick reminder
Chelsea trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Today's winning lottery numbers.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Chelsea can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has not gone well. Zanetti. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is good strength. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mendieta, looking for options for movement, looking for the run. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's quick to snatch it back. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Delivers with whip. Big chance! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Guess this one of these weeks.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Takes aim and...
Number 15.
He back within one. They have them in their sights again. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's Eto'o! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Villa. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this is a great position. And that was very necessary. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, that was vital. Seedorf. Now it's Eto'o. That's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. Lampard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And this is Eto'o.
That's going in strongly. Chelsea really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a searching pass. Oh, he's been Lampard! And he's stuck it away. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Thuram, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, well measured. And this is Eto'o. Played in by Eto'o. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Seedorf, and he's had it nicked away. Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Haaland. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee brings it to a close. While that was a frustrating game, they were at times coherent.
I will feel strengthened after I'm out of here and I go to, rest a bit. But if I feel up to it, I might actually come live again. But to be mobile ready, I won't use the PC, I'll just be out. And I still do a webcam too then, so that'll be it. Anyways, let's go. I guess it's one of those days where no matter what you do, you find a way to lose. So yeah, sorry about that. Let's go. This fish dear. Yo, what the fudge? Who's that dude that just walked fast with big torn belly? What kind of kitchen is this? Bro, what's happening here? What the hell? Monsters. Monsters. Jesus Christ. Come on.
To make this a monumental occasion.
Holy smokes.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
But nothing fantastic for people. I beg, no, get out. It's that bombastic.
There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian
come on.
Romero. Described by...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Stojkovic. And the pass is intercepted. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Fiore. Messi. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Stojkovic. Now it's Kane. Nouri. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he welcomes it in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Kaka. Now it's Messi. Oh, now he can run away with it. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And this is Kane. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Stojkovic. Now it's Villa. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well timed, excellent interception. In it comes. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
It's a chance! It's bounced back off the post. It's in! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Howson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kajolu. Howson gets over and intercepts. Somewhat off target. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Kaká, foot in. Now it's Villa. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Chelsea couldn't really...
David Villa! Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
He's had it taken off him. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Villa. David Villa. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Azar. Now Fiore. Kajolu is always looking to play quality balls. Always onto this. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Vieira cuts out the pass. And he's opted for the long pass. Now it's Villa. And it's Stojkovic. He won't be happy with that one.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Seedorf. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, some tackle that. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
It's their second corner of the game. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
We're on the counter. Don't need to blow yet. You'll give one yellow later. Don't be ready, you won't give one. They blow, they stop my counter.
Howson. Seedorf. Stojkovic. Howson makes the interception. Fiore. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Fiore really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Villa. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Time and again they are repelled. This looks promising.
Well, it's a move of great promise.
Can he finish? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Chelsea come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Welcome, Mario. We're still together. Okay.
So we're off again. Chelsea currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Looking for options for movement. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Vieira. Stojkovic. He's on it. Can he shapes to shoot?
Chelsea are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Kane. And it's Azar. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Kadiolu proves just a little bit too strong. Maldini. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Kane. This is a promising build-up. Kadiolu has the space to scheme. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Team still separated by the game's only goal. It's a pretty loose pass. Kane is flagged offside.
Maldini?
Azar. Pedro Neto. Mbappe. Kaka. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
And here's Azar. Well, that has not gone well. It's Kane! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Stojkovic. Mbappe. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's onside. He has found the way through. Azar. Fiore. Now, can they get him away? Kaka. And Kadiolu. Can he spark a counter here? Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Maldini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe picks it up out wide. Header! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Okay, I'm coming. Don't plug the theater from the washing machine. Yes, remove the washing machine. Let's try this guy. I just hope he doesn't backfire. Where is this? Oh,
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
el dorsal 10, Messi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 21. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Not the most accurate pass. No, that pass isn't the best. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it out wide. And here's Musiala. Pepe spots it and intercepts. Nouri aims beyond the defence. And he welcomes it in.
Madrid really are showing
Ah,
all
not
the
considered
necessary
boost.
urgency,
Ouch.
but it's potency they need.
And it's Zanetti. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Good.
Engages and forces him. Tries from distance. And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 6.
Kaká attempts a clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Good ball, good take. The referee's awarded a free kick. Chelsea still ahead by the game's only goal. Zanetti. Yamal. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Yamal hangs one in. Romero deals with that comfortably. Now it's Kane. Nicely spread. And now the breakaway. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook
was
apart
right
from the
at
finish. Very impressive movement.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives.
El dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por
Pedro Neto.
el dorsal 8, el dorsal 15.
And it's Kadiolu. It's a good spell of possession, this. So that's it. It is all over. Chelsea have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically.
Oh, they scored 40 plus. I'm sorry, 4 plus goals. They fell at the back and over. Jesus. I had 5 wins, 4 wins ahead before now. I just cleared all my wins off the table with this loss, man. Losses. Hey, Alice, you welcome, man.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Vieira becomes the latest member of the 300 club, another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Seedorf kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gabriel. And he can clear it away.
One song. Oh,
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Messi. And it's Rodri. Gabriel. Rodri. Goulet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Stojkovic. And that pass isn't the best. Oh, easy pickings there. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. This is a promising build-up. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's been played through. Mbappe. Messi. This looks promising, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Rodri. And it's Salah. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rodri looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball. And a chance! Shevchenko! This guy is class! He's got himself an absolute peach. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Chelsea are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now, can they get him away? Cross into the chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Heading backwards.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And Shevchenko! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Stojkovic. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chelsea have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Rodri. Just eases him off the ball. Wan-Bissaka. Gabriel. Laporte. And it's Laporte. Not the most convincing of passes.
There will be 1 minute
Wan-Bissaka.
at a time.
It's a pretty loose pass. Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh
Well
my
seen.
God.
Saw that coming. Corbel clears. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter.
Just a
If
quick
it ain't
announcement,
broke,
we
don't
would like
fix
to
it. So
inform
I
you
think the
that
manager has to
CCTV
resist
is now in
change
operation
at this
for
stage.
your safety.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have...
And the shot! And there's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Messi. Laporte. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! That was probably asking just too much. Mohamed Salah. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Vieira.
Chelsea are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Delivers with whip. Oh, great leap! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looking for a runner. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's been shifted off it. Rodri. And he was quick to react.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Goulet. Harrison spots it and intercepts. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Pedro Neto. Number 23, Mbappe. Number 10.
And here's
Seedorf.
Mbappe.
Number 6.
Barcelona have a free kick.
Coming on the field.
There could be trouble
number
here.
11,
But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Great chance here from position A1.
Yes, I'm very good.
Messi!
No, I knew he was going to play that. I didn't ask them to jump.
Planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this
Let's
is
say you are
nothing
not
less than they
accurate. That
deserve,
pass is
Peter.
supposed to be
They're in the
longer like
driving
that.
seat now.
Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. David Villa. And claimed it back swiftly. Looking for options for movement. Chelsea with the corner, there first. David Villa goes short. Oh, good climb!
Musiala to pass off.
How
What
did he
the
not put that
fudge?
away?
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
And that has left him in a heap. Gabriel. Now Van Dijk. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Rodri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good ball over the top. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has not gone well. Desai. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yamal.
There will be
Important
minutes
interception.
added time.
Gabriel. Vinicius Junior. Ups for safety. Ambitious ball here. Mbappe looking to receive it in space. Thuram. That is ended up in no man's land. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chelsea perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam.
Oh, I'm going to move. I've actually moved at a nice pace. Okay. Yes.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans have
and
pulled out all
welcome to
the
today's
stops to make
match.
this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, Wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very...
Yamal! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Look at the space here. It's Eto'o! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Desai simply refused to be outdone there. Out towards the flank. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. Eto'o, good read, needed to be. De Bruyne. Goes looking wide. Takes on his marker. Threads one in. Well, played right into his path. Impressive jump! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
No goals as yet. Tonali, that has been slung wide. Nicely weighted ball. Vardiol gets a foot in here.
Kaya always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Hakimi. Now Tonali. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Desai did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That ball looks a good one. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Oh, that's a foul.
Vinicius Junior. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Eto'o. There's the shot! Tries to pass it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. And it's Stojkovic. Can he get on the end of this? And needless to say, that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's been taken short. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. And it's been hooked away. 30 minutes gone. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
God.
Messi. And he's quick to return it.
No.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Plenty to aim at here. Gehi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tonali. Pacho. Messi. And it's Messi. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in plenty of space here. Punched away. Has to go back. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And the shot, Eto'o! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Tonali. De Bruyne. Now it's Yamal. Vinicius Junior. That's been cut out, well played. Good running, strong and purposeful. Vardiol. It's Vinicius Junior. Tries to play it through. And this is Eto'o. Decent chance! It's in! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Chelsea definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Chelsea just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed. Chelsea currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Tonali, can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. Vinicius Junior has a look up and drives it forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality, and
it's Eto'o! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
That's a promising position. It's a good foot in there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Good news is
Chelsea have their second corner now.
The bad news is that you went the wrong way.
Mbappe plays it short, and it's Maldini. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, important interception. Messi.
Chance for the people you know.
Yamal. Mbappe. And that's another good win of the ball. He won't be happy with that one. Thuram. Vieira. Stojkovic.
That's
It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's made its way to him. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Danny.
Hakimi. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Mbappe. Mbappe! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A case now of complete control. Looking for the run. De Bruyne. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Kaya are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Kaya really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Messi. This is a promising build-up. Desai. Now it's Eto. Now this could be a chance. And it's Seedorf. Stojkovic is having a shot! De Bruyne has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Tonali. It's Vinicius Junior. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there. Pacho. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Hakimi. Vinicius Junior. That's a sharp pass. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. And here's Eto.
There will be one
Looking to play him in. It's Eto! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. There's the shot! Driven in. Mbappe is flagged offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Looking for the run. And here's Neto. Nicely weighted ball. Pedro Neto. Conte. Messi. And it's Maradona. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And he's hit it long, but Maradona! Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Not the most accurate pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Stojkovic. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Neto. He has found the way through. That's an excellent interception. Great vision. He's looking wide. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, easy pickings there. Distributed tidily. Nicely spread. Now it's Pedro Neto. Stojkovic. He's found a way through. Oh, good effort. Harmlessly behind. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now there's a fine ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He'll fancy himself from here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Mbappe! That's a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe goes short. Cameroon are looking to go forward now. That's really well manoeuvred. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's just beyond his reach. That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Delivered with swing. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Chance for a shot!
Cameroon really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Stojkovic. Now it's Mbappe. Maradona. Now it's Osimhen.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's shifting through the... He's rising! He will be livid with himself. Seedorf picks it up from the goal kick. Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Cameroon clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Harrison kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to play him in. Oh, they can break here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
Chelsea certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Chelsea are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stojkovic, he's picked his way. Stojkovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 23.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Fernando Torres. Attention, changement.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Drogba. Oh, no joy this time. Can he get on the end of this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Pedro Neto. That's been slipped through. And he's found the way past. Real chance! And that's in. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And this is Drogba. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi, spread out to the left. Mbappe, he's found the way through. That is a brilliant interception.
He just passed the ball to the front. He can pass it behind.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 7.
So we have movement on
Le
both
numéro
benches.
18. Le numéro 14. Messi. À leur place.
Well,
le
it's
numéro
definitely the right
29.
attitude and
Le numéro
application,
10.
Peter. They've
Le
got to
numéro
keep
4.
pushing.
This is a
Changement en
really
cours.
front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Cameroon have their second corner now.
Of course, we have the
Cameroon
player.
with another corner.
Oh my
Cameroon
days, man.
have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Kante cuts out the pass.
Cameroon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Maradona. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Conte. Oh, good spread.
Come on, yeah.
Now it's
Yeah,
Drogba.
that's it.
Threads one in. David Villa. Now this could be a chance. We're back in possession and ready to go again. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a little off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Has to go back here. And this is goes for a shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Really shit is retarded.
And it's Hernandez. Yamal is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Villa. Now it's
Il
Villa.
y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
That has not gone well. Pinches it off him. Vieira. Oh, that's superb.
Okay.
Fernando Torres. Now it's Barcola. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's
Last match, guys. Yeah, I guess it's 8% possession to France, but they don't have a goal yet. Paraguay is stressing them out.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
That has not gone well.
Okay.
Looking for options for movement. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Pedro Neto. Rui Costa. Vieira goes sliding in. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or...
Oh, no, what has happened here? Seedorf. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And a chance! They've scored! And we have liftoff! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Chelsea are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he was quick to react. Seedorf.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And this is Eto'o.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well read, nice interception. Can he get it through? And that has put paid to that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rijkaard. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Maldini with a definite foul there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Pedro Neto is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Eto'o. That's a good foray he's making. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And that should get the job done. Now it's Sorloth. Seedorf. Now it's Sorloth. Knocks it into space. Pedro Neto. And it's Eto'o. Pedro Neto.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he cuts out the supply, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pedro Neto. Oh, super ball. That's good defending, very good defending. He's gone for goal! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Beckham can so cleverly bypass the press. Beckham ventures forward. That has been cut short. And that signals the end of the first period.
Right. Unplug it.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus
Well, I'm
far.
telling
A
you,
little
people,
inspiration
I'm
and
talking
inventiveness
stuff,
perhaps the
stuff.
only things lacking.
Caros espectadores,
Chelsea coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Obrigado.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been
Oh,
organised,
so far,
hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So the action resumes. Chelsea apparently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance!
Jesus.
Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. And this is... It's Rui Costa! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's whipped it across. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Bale. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He is through here. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Oh, okay. First down. Genius.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Chelsea just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Played right into his path. Plenty to aim at. Shot, surely! And that's a tiny finish.
It's not like I'm trying to do a quick shot, but it was out of angle.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
And somehow maybe even
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Sporting are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Can't do it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's well spotted.
Oh man.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número
Talking about
14.
That's the
Número
way it's
25.
made, man.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 13. Neymar. Número
Chelsea
23.
perhaps contemplating their next change here. Back in possession and ready to go again. Neymar. That's a lovely pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar pinches it off him. And it's been played through. And that was very necessary. And he's well positioned here. Pinned towards the front line. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckham. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. David Villa. Doesn't quite get there. Pass somewhat off target. Takes the shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Rui Costa has it out wide and in space. Not the most accurate pass. Space for him to turn and look. Neymar. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Thinks David Villa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper. And time is up. Chelsea can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically, and...
Oh, guys. Oh, wow. Okay. We didn't have this before starting the stream, so yeah, let's call it a win. Well, 1-4 now. Alright, we'll continue next stream. It is well. We'll leave.